I'm Chef Jeff, and welcome to Fancy Pants Pastry, video number 2. I told you we're going to be doing a lot of cooking. Well, right now, we're not going to, because I want you to understand what you need to have in the kitchen. And these are just basics, and I'm going to show you how you can get away with simple items that you don't need to go out to Sonoma's or anything like that and spend a lot of money. And again, let me get your pan. This kitchen is extremely small, very, very small. And we produce an awful lot of desserts in this little kitchen right now. So we can do it here, you can do it at home. These are some of the things I use in this kitchen. They're not elaborate, but they do multi-purpose. First thing you want to use, these are known as springform pans. They open up and the bottom drops out. So you can take your desserts out right to the top without ruining the dessert. They're very easy to use. They make waterproof ones and non-waterproof ones. These are 9-inch pans. Go to Walmart. You get a set of these, 3 of them, 8-inch, 9-inch, and 10-inch. You get them for $9.99. You go to a cooking store and you're going to be paying $30, $40 and up. You don't need to. I use 2 9-inch ones exclusively. Bowls. Stainless bowls. I use a lot of them. You don't have to pay a lot of money. They're just stainless steel. Go to a discount warehouse store, Sam's Club, any place like that. You can get them for $1, $1.50 a piece. I use large ones. I even have a huge one I use. And they go down even smaller than this. You have to have a lot of these around. But they're cheap. Don't spend a lot of money on them. Pastry board comes in handy. It's a big cutting board, that's all it is. This one is marked off for pastries though. You'll need that when you're laying out your pastries and cutting. Ruler. This is a printer's ruler. Costs about $1 at Walmart. Don't go out and buy anything fancy. This one's long, so you can do long and wide tarts and things like that. You'll need it for measuring cakes. And you don't need a food processor most of the time. 99% of the time you don't. I use a small chopper a lot. It helps you grind up graham cracker crumbs, nuts into fine meal. Comes in very handy, and this costs about under $10. Measuring cups. Very, very important. Standard set of measuring cups, from 1/4 cup to 1 cup. Non-standard, 2 cup, 1.5 cup, 3/4 and 2/3. You won't believe how handy these come in. Measuring spoons, again standard, non-standard. Get them both. They're not expensive. Get them at Target, Walmart. This set costs about $4. Goes up to 2 tablespoons, 1.5 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons, so on and so forth. A small screen. You use this for laying out powdered sugar over top of a cake, like this. It's only about 75 cents. This is one of my specialty knives. You notice it's very, very thin. This one happens to be a Sabatier. It's a French knife. It's very expensive. But it's one of my most invaluable tools. You don't need an expensive knife like this. Just a nice long thin knife with a round top. I keep this extremely sharp. Use it for slicing cakes, horizontally and vertically. Use it for scooping. Once you cut the dessert, you can get underneath and flip it right up. It's invaluable. For spreading frostings, you don't need a very special spatula. You'll notice frosting spatulas are $8, $9. See this? This is a $1.50, I think it is, or $2 putty knife from Home Depot. Sanded down and kept extremely clean. Perfect for doing spreadings. When you need to do inside frosting spreading, take a stainless steel knife just like this and just bend the blade. Now you have an inside froster. You do not need to spend money. Whisks. Balloon whisk, 1. Standard straight whisk. A small whisk for gravies, small whips, things like that. That's all you need, right here. 2 spatulas. Both of them made out of high heat resin. They won't melt, they'll go up to 500 degrees. This one is a scoop spatula for scooping things out, and this is a straight one, nice for hard edges and hardened frostings, things like that. These both cost under $2. Again, no need to spend a lot of money on them. Small grater. You can grate a lot of things with it, but it's also great for doing orange peel and lemon peel for zesting. It's real quick, boom, 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 get the zest out, tap it, it's clean. Pizza wheel for cutting your doughs. You make your pie dough, you make up a tart dough, perfect thing for cutting it. Now, this is a pastry brush. This is 50 cents from Lowe's, I believe it is. The bristles don't come out, work quite well. This is not a pastry brush. This happens to be a basting brush you use for your barbecue. Don't use it on pastry. This is the type of brush you want. All natural bristles. Pastry brush. Mold to make creme caramel, flan. This one is a copper mold, but I think this one costs $6. You don't have to have it, but they're very handy to have. You don't need a large Hobart mixer or a big Sunbeam mixer. I have them both, but most of the time, in a pinch, I use this. Nice hand mixer. This one's a Hamilton Beach. It's an extremely powerful one. You want a good strong one, but you don't need to go out and get an expensive mixer. Hand mixers work just fine. There's a scale, weight scale. You want to measure if many of your ingredients are measured, use this. I use this and I use a digital scale also. Again, this is, I think, under $5. Walmart. Presentation plates. Plastic. They're both a couple of bucks. You get them at party stores, Walmart, places like that. You don't need expensive glass things like that. You use the aluminum ones or these. They're very pretty, they look nice, no one knows the difference. And that pretty much quickly covers what you need for equipment. You don't need a big stove. I've worked with $20,000 Wolf 60,000 BTU burner stoves. Don't really need it. Right now I'm using a small hot point oven and stove. I had no idea what it cost, but I'm sure it's not very much. The only thing you have to use is to make sure you have an oven thermometer, because these temperature gauges on them are notoriously bad. And that pretty well does it. That covers everything for video number 2. Video number 3 will be about ingredients. And I'll go into a little bit about the diverse range of subjects and products we're going to be making, okay? And as always, bon appetit.